Having a little bit of fun tonight. Property owner was burning some brush and did a little bit of experimentation with some of the fire and some odd items from around the house. Also got some good photography of a fire and some coals. I'm sure you can't see. Well, maybe you could see it. Some glowing coals. This is my camera that I usually use for doing stuff. And then some black and white of a fire, some close-ups, some toy camera effects shots, which I'm curious about. And then just like a couple of really good shots of a fire in the night. It's really hard to get this thing to focus on anything. I will play with them and I'll do something with them in the future here. But anyway, I was having fun with that. I did some video editing earlier today for my regular updates. Trying to get back on schedule. I think what I'm going to do is, it took 2 hours to export it, but it's done now. And once I'm done with recording here tonight, I'm going to go over and upload a board game review. And then tomorrow, I think I'm going to upload the following product review. And then I'll just start back at book because I got too far behind on those. That if I try to start doing a taste test and a music or art and then a video game followed by a health and well-being category, it'll be 2 weeks into the month of May, 2.5 weeks almost. Into the month of May before I even start another round, and it's going to throw me off. So I think I'm going to just stick with the idea of doing 4 for this past month and skip back into doing 8, starting right up. And so that'll get me through all the way through May and June, with a month each of content for here. And then my daytime updates, my daily updates on here. And my daytime will be the Monday, Friday schedule for the edited review videos. And then Tuesday will be Views Day again. And then Wednesday will be Wednesday was going to be the speed throughs on Marvel movies. Am I doing a full phase? That sounds like a lot. I think I want to though. If Endgame is going to be in the theaters all the way through the end of May, I could finish up before the last week of May. And I feel like I should be able to pull that off if I really, really push it. If I really, really do a lot of work on that in the next, I got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to get it all worked out. So I got about 3 days, maybe 4 days to punch out 5-minute videos that are speed through phase 1 Marvel. And that's going to be 6 videos, isn't it? Yeah. It's 5 videos. Recommendation that you see the Avengers movie first, but then a speed through on Avengers movie. And then start recording. I'll have a week to record 6 videos for phase 2, and then 10 videos for phase 3. I think I should be able to pull that off decently well. And so, views days, I think I'm probably going to go through some of the X-Men movies that I missed. So, First Class, or the X-Men Last Stand, then First Class. Then is it Days of Future Past? I think that's what's next. And then possibly doing the or X-Men Apocalypse. And then that should get me through the month of May for views days. Then Wednesday is a speed through. Thursday is the, okay. Let me rewind here. Monday is review of Peter Pan. Tuesday will be views day of X-Men Last Stand. Wednesday will be speed through of Marvel Phase 1 movies. And then Thursday will be a review of the projects that I've worked on so far from the new year. And then Friday will be a review of Endgame, my Endgame review. And then Saturday, what was Saturday again? Q&A? I think that's what I set aside. It's Saturday Chatter Day. Yeah. Inviting people to come chat. Okay. And then Sunday is detailing the plan of the subsequent week coming up. So it's planning. And then the Monday after that should be Star Trek The Next Generation, the board game. Tuesday would be X-Men First Class. Wednesday would be Phase 2 Marvel speed throughs. Thursday would be a review of another project that I've worked on since New Year's. Friday will be, I think that's my audio recorder. Yeah, I think that's that one. And then Saturday, Chatter Day, Sunday, planning. And then taste test with Frank. Views day will be X-Men Futures Past. And then Thursday will be a review of another project. And Friday's going to be I think that's when I'll do the review of Little Dicky's music. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday will be video game from the Makerspace arcade. Tuesday would be X-Men Apocalypse, I think. And then Wednesday's going to be a Phase 3 Marvel extravaganza. That's going to be 10 videos of 5 minutes or less. So it's going to be about an hour of content. And then Thursday review, Friday. I believe Friday's my first round out of establishing that Friday is going to be the first round out of health and well-being. So I'm going to talk about diet and fitness. And that should get us the end of the month, I'm pretty sure. What do we got here? So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, literally the Friday that I finish. So this Wednesday is phase 1. Subsequent Wednesday is phase 2. 22nd is phase 3, part 1, maybe? I might just do 5. I could probably get away with that. But if I can, I'd like to get all 10 videos of phase 10 done by the 22nd. So Peter Pan and Endgame, Star Trek The Next Generation board game, and my audio recorder, my Fosto, Taste Test with Frank, Little Dicky, video game from the Makerspace, and then, yeah, the 31st I finish with health and well-being. And then so what do I do? Do I do a Wednesday speed run through another movie at 29th? Maybe. But it'll be just one. I don't have to rush that one. And then Thursday reviews. I think I'm probably going to just do a review of I don't think I'll do them in order. I think on the 9th I will do a review of, or not a review, Throwback Thursday of projects I've done this year. So those are probably going to be short summary videos. They're edited. They're going to be posted up during the day, so they're not in the middle of a long hour-long video. So like the first one, I may start off with the mukbang, because I really did start that on New Year's Eve. And that's the one that's most done. I have the next one after that will be probably something like the animated short that I've switched over to a live short by then. And then, so that's on the 16th. The 23rd would be the coaster and tray set. And then the 30th should be the Cyberpunk board game. And just sort of continue on that pattern after that. That's not a bad way to go. I think that's what I'm going to do. I got a lot of smoke in my eyes and my head. I got a little bit of a headache right now. But and then June. I mean, the first 2 days of June are really not going to be much of anything. The first project for June is the 3rd, and that'll be another book and a movie on Friday. Thursdays continue to review. Wednesdays, I don't know that I want to do a speed through every week for a movie. I'm trying to think, is there a way I might end up just switching some things out. Like, once I finish with the Marvel speed throughs, like, I could do some more speed throughs of, like, the X-Men movies that I watch. I mean, theoretically, if I'm going to do a Viewsday night movie every week, then I could theoretically do a speed through every week. Speed throughs, the way I envision them, are going to be a lot of work. I don't know that I'm up for adding that workload. Although I might be able to work them out as slideshow. So voiceover with this microphone, 5 minutes of slides, basically still frames that I take from the movies, and just one, and skip through them and just speed through. I think I could probably get away with that. And I might opt to do some of those for the Marvel TV programs too. Might want to chunk them in sets of 2 for that. Because I feel like if I did the Marvel TV programs 1 hour a piece for a 5-minute speed through, that seems... I might even do like a whole season. If I do a whole season, though, you're talking about 13 episodes, an hour a piece. It's 13 hours rather than 2 hours. I feel like condensing that down into 5 minutes would be wrong. But maybe like a 13 to 15 minute speed through. That's not a bad idea. Like a minute per episode. How long would that run? So, like, if we were to do a minute per episode and we started, like, say, right now, I would do something along the lines of, this is a story about this going on, this character is doing this, secretly he's this doing this, this is the second character that you introduced, and this is the situation you go through, yada, yada, yada. Conflict happens, the villain comes along, this is what happens, there's conflict, fighting, setback for the main hero, and then he starts to recuperate, figures out a way to solve the problem, potentially goes back, has a secondary setback, resolve some of that setback, resolve to finish and fight the fight that needs to be fought by the end of the episode. The big fight, scene, ooch, ouch, each, ouch, fight over, victory, summary of what happened during the episode, wrapping up the details at the end, set up for the next episode and where we're going with it, and done. And that was just about 1 minute. If I could do that for each episode, like a 1 minute episode, that would be, that would be hard. That could be real tight. But if I did that 13 times in a row for each episode of like Daredevil or The Punisher or Luke Cage or Jessica Jones, the speed throughs, 1 minute per episode, 13 episodes per season in one chunk. Yeah, that would be a ride. That would be an absolute ride. I think that makes sense, though. Be kind of fun. So we have Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, The Defenders, Punisher, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Cloak and Dagger, Runaways, and I think there are like a couple of other like one season shots at Marvel TV series. And then I could go back and I could do like Arrow and some of the DC TV stuff. So I could easily get, what am I at? I think with the Marvel TV stuff, I could get 12 weeks of content. And 12 weeks, that might get me, let's see, 54 is a year. So 54 divided by 2 would be 27. So we're probably looking at maybe 30 to 32 32 weeks of video summaries, speed throughs that I could do just with Marvel TV. Well, I could do 12 with Marvel TV, do speed throughs of the X-Men movies. X-Men, X-Men 2, X3, New Class, Future Past, Apocalypse. There's a new one that came out in theaters too, right? There are 2 new ones since then, right? So that might be 8. And from there, I could do like the movie Blade. I could do, I think there are 3 in the Blade trilogy. And then, like, I need 1 more. No, I need like 5 more, I think. What is it? The Daredevil movie with, what is it, Matt Damon? No. Ben Affleck. I think that's right. And then, I think there are a couple other Marvel movies that I can find and review, like speed run through. And that that would be Marvel would be enough to get me through to December, the end of December. And then I could look at doing DC speed throughs for the TV programs and the movies that they've done. Oh gosh, like Nolan's Batman, all the way through like the Val Kilmer Batman. I could do. I could do a lot of Wednesday speed runs. I may just do that. All right. Keep that in thought. Yeah, I just noticed that I was doing that, and I just thought it was such a funny thing to do. Wonder if I could turn this into a superpower. Oh, I think I'm a little tired tonight. Okay, we're at 26 minutes, so I think I'm probably gonna make it a shorter episode tonight. I need to get over and finish uploading the the review of Oregon Trail board game. There you go. And then finish editing the tripod review and have that ready to go for tomorrow night. And then I think I'll be able to pull off a live from tomorrow night. That's true. Tomorrow is supposed to be the start of a new week. That's going to be the start of the cooking project. I might not get that done tomorrow. I may have to switch things up a little bit so that I start the recipes, the cooking show, Monday through Friday, maybe even Saturday. So I can do 6. I have tomato base, which I'm not sure if I'm going to do all 4, but I might be able to pull it off. Is making ketchup, making a marinara sauce, making a pizza sauce, and then also making a cocktail sauce. There you go. And with those, that's day 1, was my theory. But I'm not sure I'm up to doing 4. It's possible because what I'm looking at with that is the marinara sauce. It's going to take about 20 to 30 minutes. But once I have the marinara sauce is essentially one of the ingredients I'm going to be using to make a pizza sauce, which just involves a few other steps that from there would take about 5 minutes. So if it's 30 minutes to make the marinara and 5 to make the pizza sauce, and at the same time that I'm making the marinara for that period of time, I believe I can make a ketchup in about 5 to 10 minutes. And once I have the ketchup, making a cocktail sauce is literally just mixing ketchup with a few other ingredients. And so I can make the marinara sauce while I make the ketchup. And when I've finished making the ketchup, I can then make the cocktail sauce. And when I'm finished making the cocktail sauce, I should be relatively close enough that the marinara sauce can be pulled off and some of it used to be making pizza sauce. Yeah, I think I can probably pull all 4 off in about 45 minutes. I'll have to go get some canning jars. And then, like the next day, I think what I'm probably going to do is mustards, So a Dijon mustard, and I will probably have to start my Dijon mustard the night before because it takes some soaking for like 24 hours. And then, so a Dijon, a honey mustard, a Chinese mustard, which that'll be easy. Chinese mustard is just mustard powder and water, to be honest. And then, so Dijon is going to be soaked, run through a blender. And you're soaking it with wine and vinegar, and add a little bit of sugar or some sweetener to it. Honey mustard is just mustard powder, honey, and vinegar, I believe. And then French's mustard is the one that takes a little cooking down, but not much. You can get away without cooking it, honestly. And then the Chinese mustard is just water and mustard powder. So the Dijon is the one that's going to take the most time, but because it takes a soak. So I can do all of those in less than 45 minutes, I imagine. And then the day after that, I think I'm going to do mayonnaise, a horseradish sauce. I think I was going to do a Thousand Island dressing and a ranch dressing. All are mayonnaise base. And then day 3, that's day 1, 2, and 3. Day 4, I was looking at doing like a hollandaise sauce, like a garlic cream sauce, Alfredo, and like a cheese sauce for like a mac and cheese kind of thing. And so that's 4. Day 5 of recipes, I think I was going to do like pico de gallo, pesto, like an Italian dressing. And I haven't figured out the last one. I want to do like a bruschetta, but that's not really a sauce, and that's sort of what I'm trying to focus on. So I may end up doing something a little bit like a raspberry vinaigrette or something. Or like a sesame ginger. That's a good one. I'll see if I can figure out a sesame ginger dressing marinade. And then it's a little tricky. So that's ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise. Or ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, cream sauce based, herbs and spice based, and then 6th day, I was thinking I would do sweet and sour sauce, hoisin sauce, duck sauce, and hoisin sauce. And so 4 Asian sauces. It follows nicely on the tail of doing the sesame ginger dressing marinade. And that's 6 ideas. And if I start that on Monday, that would be the whole week. The one I was going to do after that for a day 7, I might do it I might do it next Sunday. Might be a little hard. I might be hosting something that night. But I was thinking of doing a barbecue, a steak sauce. Oh, and 2 others I can't even remember. Yeah. Was one of those going to be a teriyaki? It might have been a teriyaki. I can't remember if I chose to do that in the midst of the The Asian one or not? Well, any which way we do it, I may just end up doing some of those on Saturday night. I may do an extra long one on Saturday. Because I don't think I'll have the time to start cooking tomorrow, to be fair. I have an event I have to go to, and I will probably get out of the event at 9 o'clock. And I don't know that I'll be in any position to do any cooking then. The other thing I'm feeling like is I can make the sauces, but like I feel like I should use them on something. So like the mustards I can try on soft pretzels. The ketchups I could try out, like I could make a pizza sauce and the pasta sauce. I can make a small bowl of pasta, a small bowl of or a small pizza, I can do a little bagel pizza, if I like a mini bagel pizza, and then the cocktail sauce, just dipping some shrimp in there, and then ketchup. I may make the ketchup and use it the next day along with mustard on a hot dog, and mix that with soft pretzel for the other mustards. I might even do like an egg roll for the spicy mustard. And I'll have egg rolls to dip in the Asian, like the duck sauce and whatnot sauces on the day I do that. The mayonnaise, I have a dish I could do with that. I'm not sure I want to. I could try it. It's sort of a dip. And then from the mayonnaise, I have a horseradish sauce that I could put on a mini roast beef sandwich that I do on a mini bagel. And then ranch. I can make a chipotle ranch dip. And then after that would be Thousand Island dressing that I could use to make one of my absolute favorite sandwiches. And then so we've got ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, pico de gallo, pesto. I could do like some noodle and pesto, and pico de gallo with tortilla chips, and Italian dressing for a salad, and then I could do another small salad with the sesame ginger dressing, and the cream sauce, I could do eggs Benedict, and I could do eggs Benedict for the hollandaise sauce. I could do mac and cheese for the cheese sauce. I could do an Alfredo. I might do something like a shrimp on linguine with Alfredo sauce. And the garlic sauce, I might see if I can dice up some cooked chicken breast and throw it in with some pasta with the Alfredo or the garlic sauce. Because I do recall there was a really nice garlic sauce. Actually, I might just do that all around. The pesto might be a pesto on pasta with chicken. Yeah, I might just do it that way. All right. And then egg rolls, maybe some crab rangoons. What else could I use for like the Asian sauces, like the duck sauces and the I don't know. I'll think about it. Like, I feel like it would be nice to show them off some way. And when it comes time to do the review of this coming week of taste tests, or the food-based category, in 3 or 4 months, I may actually see if I can set up a photography booth. So when I finish making what I make this week, I can take a good photograph of it on a finished prepared meal. Yeah, I think I want to try to do that. I think that'll work out nicely. I think if I do 6 days of recipes, or even just 5 days of recipes this week, if that's all I can manage to squeeze out schedule wise, because I am loading my schedule pretty heavily right now. I mean, if worst comes to worst, I could do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I could do ketchup, mustard, mayo. Probably. That would be probably the way I end up doing it. Although, I feel like I could get away with like the cream-based sauces. I'm not going to set myself up with the option of cutting out early with only 3. So minimum, I should get 5 done this week. And I may shelve the barbecue for a later time. And with that, potentially come up with a few. So if I do 5 out of the 7 that I figured out, that would give me 2 towards doing next round of foods. Although I'll be traveling during the summer, so I won't be able to do as much of that. But 2 out of 5 for the next round out. Yeah, I feel like if I did 5 during the week, and then like Saturday, like if I just have like a simple demo dish for each. So ketchup could be fries, and mini pizza, a little spaghetti, and shrimp cocktail. That would be enough to demo it. But then when I can come out on Saturday and say, like, and here's something else we can do with, mixing the ketchup and mustard. Like do a hot dog with ketchup and mustard, and the I could do I could probably do 4 or 5 alternative uses for each of the sauces that I make, sometimes combining them. I may just do mayo on a sandwich when I make the mayo. Or I might make like a tuna salad or an egg salad. There you go. And then Saturday, I'll make my mayo dip which sounds weird and maybe kind of gross, but it is actually really good. And then yeah, I think that makes sense. So 5 of those, so like ketchup, mustard, mayo. The fresh herb combination, so Italian, pico de gallo, and the pesto. Like I can come up with some ways to use those. So I may just do them as small batches on noodles or salads or tortilla chips on the day that I make them. And then Saturday, make a bunch of other foods with them. Yeah, I think that works. Alrighty, so we're 45 minutes in. I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna go upload my video to my channel. Hopefully I did everything right tonight. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I am getting tired.